Now, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sharika McLeod Johnson, and we want to talk about integrating ICT in science lessons because there are so many new trends, and we need our students to think, question, and create like real scientists. And so information and communication technology becomes so important. And science is in a changing world that is driven by technology. Therefore, students need to move away from simply just memorizing facts and really just look at how we can explore how science shapes everything we do. So we want to move away from our traditional classroom setting to something more futuristic. Now, we want students to have more hands-on experience, even if it means virtually, and so they are exposed to scientific ideas and practices in a more, futuristic way. And of course, they get hands-on and they are exposed to more information. Now, when I teach science, there are some concepts that I know are hard to imagine, but with ICT, we can get 3D models, we can get these renderings, we can get simulations, and our students will understand better and retain the content even better. And of course, the classes will be memorable. Now, with the emergence of so many apps and new digital technologies, our students can understand and build authentic learning experiences. And so, with robotics being a new part of ICT, they can manipulate robots to make learning even more realistic. Google Classroom is perfect. I use it all the time, and it just enhances collaboration among students, and they are able to communicate. They're able to share their work. Teacher can give instant feedback. Now, every learner is different, and so we have various learning styles. And technology is just one of those things now that help us to differentiate along the lesson, along different parts of the lesson, and nobody will get left behind. What happens with learning, it now becomes active. It's not passive anymore. Students get to see for themselves, experience for themselves. And as the facilitator, we can guide students to just take ownership of their scientific discovery. And I know my students get excited whenever we say, okay, we are going to the lab. It's so important now that students understand that, using ICT builds their digital skills. And these skills are going to help them when they go into the world of work and prepare for their careers in STEM. Uh, Wearing the VR headsets, students are able to now experience the world a different way. So they don't leave the classroom, but they are building so much content just by seeing concepts in a more tangible and unforgettable way. Virtual laboratories are really great these days. I have used them myself. And where you lack resources, these laboratories are exceptionally well in just giving you that experience that you need, hands-on just the same, just in a virtual way. I had the opportunity of building my own AI bot for my students this year, and I can tell you it's fantastic. You customize what you want, and so you have that platform for your students to gain knowledge, to ask questions, and it's direct based on your syllabus and curriculum. Students love learning through games, and so ICT, gamifying your science education, helps students to be excited, to be enthused, and to be really just ready to learn and play. Now, when we talk about ICT, we need to also talk about the fact that it makes us one globally. It reminds us that even though we are here in Jamaica, what I find out, my scientific research can contribute to the wider society. And so we have to teach our children that their impact is not to be seen as small. There are many times when our students have the devices in the classes and we get nervous because we don't know if they'll go off playing games. But it's so important that we facilitate it. We help them to understand how to use these devices and to use them meaningfully. And that brings me to the next point that ICT, integrating this into our classes, is not going to be without obstacles. And so we have to just understand the purposeful use of these technologies and help our students to do the same. One thing I absolutely love about ICT is the fact that it is inclusive. And so, where there are challenges with our students, we do have so many resources that can assist us to meet every single need. And so, regardless of their ability, they can all access and enjoy learning because of the various digital resources that are, in fact, available. There are online quizzes, students can see instant feedback, students can understand how they are progressing in the course, and students can, take responsibility for their improvement and for their learning as they are active in the process. Now, I don't know what the classroom of tomorrow or the future will look like, but I do know that it is amazing what technologies have evolved already, and I'm excited to see what is to come because our students are going to be great scientists and innovators. And to all teachers out there, just as I have developed this love for ICT, I hope that we will continue to know that it's about transforming minds. It's not about machines, it's not about taking over, but we really do need to embrace it so that our future generation can in fact be the generation of thinkers and innovators. Thank you so much for joining me, and take care.